All right, so Thursday, we're here, almost done with the week. I'll show you guys the time like I usually do, 7:45. Yeah, was not waking up at 5 a.m. this morning. I went to bed pretty late last night and I just needed the extra rest this morning. And I think that's something that doesn't always get talked about with medical school. We kind of feel like we have to always be working, always be on our A game and keep ourselves accountable. But there are some times where you do need to prioritize yourself, your rest, and sleeping. And just from sleeping a couple extra hours last night, I feel so much better. I feel so much more awake, and I think I'll be able to better tackle the rest of this week because of that. So I'm going to get into today. We have a few different things today. We have a lecture at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock CBL presentation, and then from then we have some other clinical skills stuff, but I'm gonna go into that a little bit later as we go along the day. Thank you for tuning in again. We're going day number 4, week in the life, day in the life of a medical student. Let's get into it. All right, so first lecture of the day is on the pathology of cardiomyopathies. So we usually will have these sessions in the mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays we have on imaging of the chest, and then today we have one that kind of goes through just more cases, and a professor pretty much goes through a bunch of different cases and kind of gives us examples of how patients would present with certain pathologies of cardiomyopathy. So pretty interesting. I usually honestly don't watch these live, but I think I'm gonna watch it today because I think that I'm in a good space where I kind of know enough to follow along and take part in this, but we'll see. Hopefully it's productive and we can get something out of it. So I'm just about to jump into this right now. It starts in about 5 minutes. And then after that, we're gonna get into our CBL presentation. So let's go to it.
Autopsy shows a globular, heavy, flabby heart, and PCR of the heart tissue.
Superior, inferior vena cava. This is your pulmonary trunk here coming off, and then it splits into the left and the right pulmonary arteries. All right, so it is 2:45 right now. It's been a busy few hours. I think I've been going, let me look at my calendar here. Yeah, I've literally been going from 10 to 5 to 3 right now. So 5 hours straight of just doing stuff on Zoom. It's super exhausting. Zoom is just one of those things with virtual medical school. It's just like super exhausting. You just sit on Zoom all day. I've literally been sitting in this same spot for the past 5 hours. So it's super exhausting. But just wrapped up my clinical skills small group session. Those are always nice. It's my initial group from medical school, so the first group that I initially met. So it's always nice to get to interact with them. We did, so in these sessions, they're pretty much broken down. We have 2 facilitators and it's a small group of us, and we essentially go through different things as far as taking a history, practicing, interviewing different patients and different with different conditions. And in this case, we wanted to focus more on presenting our cases. So things that we might want to do when we're in a 3rd year clinical rotation or 4th year clinical rotation as residents, as attendings, handing off different cases to other attendings. So really, really important stuff. And I think that it was a good session. We all kind of learned a lot. We were all able to practice out loud to each other and get feedback. So now we're going to head into the second half of the afternoon, which is just going to be me studying a little bit. I have to write in some group learning objectives for my quiz tomorrow and then study for that tonight. So that's pretty much it for today as far as mandatory stuff. And now we're just gonna get into some of that studying, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. All right, so I'm exhausted right now. Don't mind that sound in the background. That is just my dishwasher. But yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I actually just wrapped up my review session for pretty much every Thursday since the beginning of medical school. Me and a few other of my classmates, we get together and we go through a review of the week. We have quizzes every single Friday on the material that we learned during the week, during our CBLs, clinical skills, different things like that. And we essentially just review all the learning objectives. And we kind of got off a little bit sidetracked. We started late today, so it took a little bit longer than expected, but finally got it down. 11 o'clock right now. But this is the end of day 4, Thursday. Appreciate you guys for tuning in again. Please subscribe, like the video if you enjoy these type of videos. I'll be putting out weekly videos just like this every single week. Make sure you let me know in the comment section if you like this vlog, how you're enjoying the series so far. And then we're gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna record the final day of the week, Friday. Hopefully it's a successful and good quiz. And then yeah, the rest of the lectures and the rest of the day. But that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching again. Good luck to everybody that's maybe in the application cycle, wherever you are in the journey. Keep working, you got this, and let's get it. See you guys tomorrow.